Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and I am going to talk to you about using a lined notebook today. So this came in the December Archer and Olive subscription box. It is a lined square notebook. So I want to just talk about today what I plan on using this notebook for. And I know that a lot of folks really like lined notebooks. I know some of them don't and absolutely hate them. So I just want to kind of think outside the box for using a lined notebook, because for bullet journaling, I don't personally like using a lined notebook. I can see why some people do, but I don't. So I want to repurpose this not as a bullet journal, but as a different type of work type journal. So I've talked about this quite a few times, but I want to start writing some children's books. So this book is going to be a book concept book. I'm not writing a book in here, but it's going to help me map out characters, plots, things like that. And I'm mostly talking about doing children's books because I'm not really interested in doing anything more at this point in time. At least while I'm as busy as I am with Erin Floto Designs, I do not have the time to go into a substantial book. And I've talked about this before, that like I do have some book concepts later on that they kind of appear in my dreams anyways. So this book is for book concepts. And I've made an index because for me, I don't use an index at all when it comes to bullet journaling. I actually kind of despise them. And I don't use page numbers at all. Hi, cat. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, my cat's gonna join us. So, so I don't use indices at all when it comes to my bullet journal. I despise them. For me, page numbers don't work in my bullet journal, and neither does an index. My notebook is used in a very linear fashion. It is month, week. Well, monthly pages, weeklies, review, month. Monthly pages, weekly review. Sometimes the review is thrown in with the monthly pages. But anyways, it's very linear. I don't use any extra pages when it comes to like random notes on things. I don't need to find stuff because it's very easy for me to find it in my notebook. So page numbers and indices don't make sense with how I bullet journal. So I am going to be doing that with this notebook though, because this notebook is going to be used kind of for two purposes. Is a help thing. So, okay, how do I write a children's notebook? What are some types of publishers? What about self-publishing? Things like that. So there's different concepts that I want to jot notes down on because I have never written a book. So for me, I do kind of need those help pages. And that might have been helpful in one of my first iterations of a bullet journal, is like, oh, maybe here's a bunch of types of weekly spreads that I might want to do and reference in my weekly. But I don't do that anymore because I have entire notebooks dedicated to ideas and concepts for YouTube. So I really do need a help index when it comes to writing a book. And then I have a section for a book index. So these are for specific books or concepts. So if I am thinking about doing a series of children's books, who are the main characters? What are the plot lines? Think like Arthur Goes to the Library type of books, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking when it comes to this index. And you can see I have put down some of the page number stickers. I was gifted those by Archer and Olive. And like I said, I would never use page numbers otherwise. So this was pretty much the only book that I'm going to use that in. So I don't have numbers on the index pages, and I saved 2 more pages for index just in case. And then I start with the page numbers down at the bottom here. I only got to 20 before I got bored, so I have the rest of the page number stickers here in the back. So that way, while I go along, I'm not gonna sit here and do like 200 something pages. That's not my jam. So that's how I'm using my book index. A lot of this is going to be brainstorming, brain mapping, coming up with like I said, doing like a character design, doing like some concept art for those characters and things like that. So a lot of this is going to be sketchy, and a lot of it is going to be mind mappy, and then some of it is just going to be like messy notes. So this isn't really a notebook to be perfected, to share with the world, anything like that, but it is a notebook for me and to help develop some books that I want to write, and hopefully some time frees up that I can actually do this. So that is my quick video with you today on using a lined notebook. And I just wanted to give folks kind of the idea of, okay, so if you have a lined notebook, here are some concepts that you can work with. And for me, when it comes to like actual writing notes and things like that, a lined notebook is very helpful. So that is why I'm going to be using a lined notebook for this activity. And I do like the idea of the square notebook as well, because if I have like a character design over here, some background information on characters, I can also do sketches along the side because the paper is extremely, well, not extremely, but it is wider than your A5. So it's very helpful to have a lot of space, especially width, because then I can do like a character per page and things like that. So that's what I've got for you all today. I know this was short. I know this was quick, but I hope that it is helpful for you to think outside the box as well. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.